Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is video number 3, another short one. I'm going to show you how to bring an object in and have it appear randomly. I'm also going to show you how you can get it moving into a direction of another sprite. So as you know, with my Volcano Rush game, when you press play, there's my character there, the pinky thing, and there's every once in a while the rocks end up I'm shooting the rocks, but the rocks appear randomly and they're moving towards the sprite, the main character. Okay, and they do get faster, and we'll talk about that in a minute as well. But we're just going to set it up so that you can see that it's aiming towards the character. Okay, so to do that, let's go to Volcano Rush. I'll need to add 2 object types. I'm going to add sprite. Oh, can you see when I'm in here and I add a sprite, it just goes straight to there. So I need to go into layout actually. So I'm going to double click on that sprite. I'm going to open that up and I'm going to add my character first, my player. It would be nice to have that sort of sorted out as well. I can faff around with that later. The shooting box and all that sort of thing. Yep. So that's the sprite. I'm going to drag that sprite. I'm going to put that there. I've got that sprite on the tile map. I guess I need to add another layer, and we call this sprites. And I guess I need to make sure that that sprite is on the sprites layer. Okay. The other thing I'm going to add is I'm going to go to sprites. Yep. Object type. Add a new object type. Sprite is the rock. And then I click on there. I go and open that, and the rock is there. I've found. I'm just going to show you that rock. That rock looks quite good and pixelated. If you like that pixel art, what I actually ended up doing is I created it on a very large, like it must have been like 500 by 500 pixel artwork, and then I made it smaller. I made it like 32 by 32 or 64 by 64, and it pixelated it quite well. So it looks quite good that way. I quite like that. That sprite, I'm gonna drag one there, and I'm going to drag another one down here, and you we'll talk about that in a minute. So I'm going to add those 2 sprites. Again, you might want to make the game harder, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah, this sprite, it's called sprite 2. So let's rename it to rock. So right hand mouse button, rename. Let's call it rock. Yep. I'm going to give that rock a behavior, and that behavior is going to be move to. So I'm going to have that moving towards another player. I don't know why there's one there. Oh, there's another one there. Okay. I'm going to delete that one out. I'm going to move that one. Sorry, move that one there. Okay. Good. And now comes the event. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that every 5 seconds, let's say 5 seconds, I want the system to create a rock. Yeah. Where do I want that rock? I want it to be on layer 2, so 0, 1, 2 on the sprites layer. And you can see it's number 2 there. And then I want it to be at X. I want it to be random between 0 and 480. Yeah. And then I wanted Y to be random. Yeah. 0 and 640. That's right, isn't it? Yeah. So on layer 2, I want it to come every 5 seconds. So hopefully if I press go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. There comes 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another one. 1, 2, 3. You get the point now. There might be another one down here somewhere. So they're randomly appearing, yeah, okay, but they're just appearing. They're not doing anything. So I want them to move, yeah. So what I want to say is that when the rock is visible, I want it to start moving, yeah. That's why I gave it that move to action. So what am I going to say? I'm going to say rock move to an object, yeah, and the object is the sprite. Okay, so I'm going to ask it to move to the sprite, yeah. So when it's visible, move to the sprite. Sweet. What speed is it going at? I don't know. What speed is it going at? We've actually just given it, if I go to there, move to the maximum speed is 200. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set the speed up so that it is reliant on the game. Yeah. So I'm going to add another global variable, and I'm going to call it rock speed. Rock speed, and it's a number, and let's start it at, I don't know, we can start it at 20. Yeah. So I'm going to start the speed off at 20 units. Yeah. So it's going to go there, and I'm going to ask the rock to travel at. I'm going to ask it to move to speed at, what did I call it? Rock speed. To rock speed. Okay. So it overrides this stuff here. Yeah. And what's going to happen is when the rock's visible, it's going to move in the direction of that sprite at the speed of rock speed. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can see it's going quite slowly. Okay. Can you see there's one coming there, one coming there, and one coming there? Depending on how many rocks I add in my layout will depend on how many come and at what time. Yeah. So I could add more than one. I could hit Command. I could put one here. I could put one here. I could put one here. Yeah. And you'll find that if I add more, they'll come. That many more will come. Yeah. At the same time. Can you see that? They're all coming randomly and at the same time. Okay. The other thing that I can see is that it's coming actually over the top of the walls. So what I might want to do is I actually might want to put them on a layout between tile map. Or I might want to put the walls on a different layer so that there's a gap between the walls and the background. So maybe the sprites, then there's a tile map, and then there's another one above that, add a layer on the top. And if I call that walls, for example, yeah, maybe what I'll do is I'm just going to go to walls, and I'm going to move that walls to walls, and I'm going to see whether that works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. Can you see it's coming from behind the walls? Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to continue with that. I'm going to press stop now, let you have a play with that. And then I'm going to show you how you can set up a bullet for the main character, and then how you can add speed to the rock speed, and how you can add speed to the background speed and things like that. Okay, so I'll stop this now. You can go ahead and try this and then come back later.